Am I the a-hole for telling my wife to grow up because of chores and kids? Background: I 26M have been with my wife 24F for 5 years. It's been a roller coaster, but no marriage is easy. We have 2 children, 4Y and 6MO. I grew up with 3 siblings with hands-off parents, ensuring we grew up with life skills such as cooking, cleaning, general life maintenance. My wife was more sheltered with the age gap between her and her siblings of 10 years, so pretty much raised as an only child who never had to cook or do her own laundry until she moved out. With our first child, her PPD hit like a rock, leaving me to care for our first mostly alone. With formula morning and night feedings and daycare pickup, house chores, the works. Fast forward a few years, we've now had our second and much better go around with the PPD, breastfeeding this time. So she's runs all the feeding, which I know can be exhausting, so I've ensured all other things were taken care of. As of late, it's become more and more apparent that when it comes to the chores, it's my duty, but I also share the responsibility of caretaker for the kids, which is no problem. Recently, we got into an argument after I picked the kids up from daycare, which I do daily, and was home cleaning up prior to her arrival. I handed off the youngest and went to lay on the couch for a bit of R&R, and as soon as I sat down, was handed back the youngest so she could take a shower and decompress from work. Mind you, I'm still in my work clothes, but no problem. As she returned from the shower, I go to hand youngest back over and was met with, "Why don't you want to spend time with your child?" I take the earlier shift at work 6 to 2:30, so the kids only have to be in daycare for 6 hours. My wife is in the military and recently has had a higher workload, working 9:30-5. She works in an office. I am a veteran myself, so I understand there's peaks and valleys. But with this slight uptick has caused a lack in all other areas such as making dinner, the laundry, and general toddler destroyed house cleanup. So I mentioned to her I wanted to change clothes and knock out some laundry, to which the response garnered, "I just got home," and the use of, "I'll do it later when the kids are asleep." This never happens as she always falls asleep breastfeeding our youngest. Usually this would pass over, but I decided to enroll and take a full 12-credit semester this year on top of work and kids adding to my plate. I politely let her know that if I hadn't done the laundry, the kids wouldn't have cleaned clothes. Met with the usual, "You act like I don't do anything around here." The laundry recently has sat all week until I finally decide to step in to do it. Originally, I organized the chores, pick up dinner dishes, bathe the oldest, clean up on me, as I can do it faster, and morning drop off, bathe the youngest, laundry on her. I finally snapped and responded with, "You need to grow up. We both work FT. Just because we have an infant doesn't mean you get to pass everything on to me." Now looking back, I could have framed it nicer, but I have been asking for help and reminding her, but she does have generalized anxiety, which in her case will become crippling when overwhelmed, which is always. I've tried washing it all for her to help her with step 1, but last time I did that, she left the clean laundry on the floor for a week, sifting through to get what she needed. I feel as if I reached a breaking point. I've reached out to friends to get opinions and have been met with, "You've catered to her all this time. Why do you think she'd change now?" And with giving an ultimatum of, "If you don't change, I'll leave," which personally would never do, as I hate ultimatums and love my wife. I just don't understand what's so hard about cleaning up after self and folding laundry. She will leave her food wrappers laying around, her laundry in the bathroom after shower, change a diaper, and leave it on the bed/couch/bathroom floor. Is this like a subtle PPD, or my expectations too high? Or have I just gone afar by allowing most of these behaviors during our relationship? Even though I may communicate my grievances, I refuse to live in a dirty house and will always get the chores done. Edit: my classes are all online and are mostly done at night after we've put the kids to sleep. I started school prior to our youngest being born, but took a semester off to make sure I could be fully present, as I wasn't sure how her PPD would affect her this go around. After seeing how things were going, we had a conversation about, and she encouraged me to continue with schooling.